Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to play with the new Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I'm really excited. I ordered through Beautylish. That was my first order with them and I was really impressed. Just first of all, it got here within 24 hours and then the way everything was packed. It's crazy. Like I bought some brushes and this is how it's wrapped. Like they give you like craft paper and it's just, look at that, it's so cute. So super impressed. Anyway, we're gonna start right away talking about the palette. We're gonna do some swatches and then I'm not sure how many looks I'll do today. Maybe one look or two looks or three looks for one palette. I'm not sure yet, but if you want to see how this palette performs and how to create looks with it, please keep on watching. If you haven't already, you can subscribe to my channel, you can follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to ring the little bell right here so you don't miss out on any new videos. Without any further ado, let's get started. So this is the box in which the palette comes. Super pretty, like kind of a orangey poppy color. I really like it. Really matches the theme perfectly. And then here is the palette. Look at that, it's so pretty. So my ring light is off, but look at that, it's really reflective. I love it. I'm gonna probably compare it to the Sunset palette because there are some shades here that might look similar when you look quickly, or it's also because, well, sorry if you hear that, they tried to finish the renovations and yes, anyway, you might hear some of that. To compare it with the Sunset palette, just because it's also, they say also that it's the little sister of the Sunset palette, so there you go. So that's the new size for this little guy. You still have 15 eyeshadows, but they're smaller. And here, like just to compare, I'm gonna put them one on top of each other. I really like that size and I think it's so nice that finally she went with smaller pans, just because I'm gonna unlikely finish and heat pan on one of her big palettes and even on these ones, to be honest. And I think it's more affordable too because it's $85 Canadian dollars and 65 in the US. This is how it looks like inside and look at that. It is so pretty. Look at that shade range, it's so pretty. So this one was kind of a leather cover plus with little flap. So this is how it looks like. I would say way more gold, less pink in that one than the Sunrise. I just really don't want to drop it. Here they are next to each other's. So way smaller pans, but honestly I think you don't need those big ones unless you're a makeup artist. That way it gives you an idea. Maybe I'll swatch the yellows together at one point just to compare. But this one was $169, $129 in US, and this one is $85, and I think it's so nice. So I'm gonna do swatches. Amazing. It's so pigmented. I think that is, of all my swatches history, those are the best swatches ever. Look at that pigmentation. I love the color story here. It's so pretty. I'm gonna quickly compare like the yellow in the Sunset palette. I would say this one is a tiny bit more warm, but it's close. This one, not at all. Okay, well, I'm very excited. I think for the yellow and maybe the orange, It would be really nice to use a white base. I'm pretty sure it will pop even more. It depends what kind of look you're going for, but just in case you want really like the yellow to pop, I would use a white base. And because I bought stuff on Beautylish, I really wanted to try the brand Danessa Myricks. So I bought a few stuff, and I bought like the 24-hour colorfix matte color in the shade Lift. So we might play with that to make the yellow pop a bit more. Just a thought, an idea. Or maybe I'll do one eye with and one eye without, and we'll see the difference. Well, I'm excited. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I really want to play with Citrine, that yellow. Okay, maybe I'm gonna start with the shade Carnelian in my crease, and I'm using a Sigma E40. I'm gonna start gently. I'm just blending it into my crease, and I focus it in the outer corner. And I'm very slowly packing it. It's actually blending very easily. Now it's not as vibrant as if we had like a white base. It's a very pretty orange color. I'm gonna go with Morphe R30, same color. I'm just going to pack it on, and yes, now it's starting to look a bit more opaque. I'm gonna go to the shade Jasper. Very pretty color. Really like that brick color. And it's complementing the Carnelian shade very, very nicely. Let's go in the inner corner with it. And now I'm gonna use Citrine, the yellow one. I'm gonna go with my finger in the center. Very pretty, creates a very soft halo. On my lower lash line, I'm gonna use the shade Carnelian, that orangey shade. Very pretty color. I'm actually going to use the shade Clove in the outer corner. I'm using a Kiko brush number 60. Just going to intensify a tiny bit. The outer corner. These shadows blend so easily. Unbelievable. The pans are smaller, the palette is smaller, but the quality is the same. In the inner corner, I'm gonna go with the shade Agate. I'm gonna go with my pinky. Just right there. I'm gonna do a almost whole matte eyeshadow look. See if with my ring light it's a bit better. What do you think? I like that. I think I need a bit more yellow right here. That's why I think on the other side I'm gonna do the same look but with a white base, and we're gonna see the difference. That's okay. I'm not going out. I'm gonna put the Danessa Myricks Beauty colorfix in the shade Lift, which is the matte white one. And I'm gonna put it all over the lid. We're gonna see what it does. Okay, so I applied the base, and it's quite liquidy at first, but the more you set it and pat it with your finger, and the more it dries, you know. So I think it's still a bit tacky. It's kind of pretty actually, yeah. I think the other colors I bought are like a clear one, like to make it glossy, and then I have metallic ones, but maybe I should have bought more mattes. Maybe I bought some mattes. We'll see. I'll do a little video with it. Start again with Carnelian, the first shade we use, that orangey one. We're gonna see if it behaves differently or maybe not. I can see a difference, but not huge. I think it's really with the yellow, but we're gonna see a difference. Using my Morphe one. There's a bit of kick up in the pen, but really not much. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the shade Jasper. Place it in the outer corner, and I'm gonna slowly drag it into the crease. And then if I recall well, it was in the inner corner as well. Okay, I have a feeling it might be popping a bit more. And now let's go with Citrine, the yellow one. in the center. Yeah, and this is popping way more, as I predicted. It's always like that. Like if you want to play with neon colors or very bright colors, a white base works better. Yeah. Now I really like that too. It depends what you want. We're just playing here and experimenting, and hopefully for you it will be like nice to know too how you can play with those shadows. Okay, and that is the final look. Because I'm not gonna stay like that, I opted for something very nude on the lips. I could have gone with something bold too. Just used my Dose of Colors and Daisy and Katie collab, like the no shade color. And so this is how the eyes look like. Let's see, with the ring light on. So that's without the ring light, and here is with the ring light, and I have a feeling like you can see a bit more of the colors because it's a bit dark outside. So definitely a white base will help like to achieve something very colorful. And just if you want something, get the colors that you actually see on the pan, you will have to use a white base. So I'm glad I tried, you know, 2 different methods, but I really like this too. I think it's very soft, but obviously, you know, the trend right now, it's more like neon colors, like flashy colors. So if you want to do that, well, this white base is really nice. I know ColourPop has a white concealer. It was out of stock, so I could not order it. Colorfix in the shade Lift, once again. Really, really nice. You just have to make sure that it's set, you know, before you start to blend your shadows on top, because otherwise it might be a bit tricky. But that is it for the Thirst look. And so far I find that the eyeshadows blend beautifully, no issue at all, barely any kick up on the pan for the shades I've used. Yes, I filmed a video actually that reminds me of that, well, a year or 2 years ago when I filmed a video for the Sunset palette. So if you go on my page and scroll down, you might find the video. I like it. I think it's fun for summer, something a bit different. That is it. I'm gonna snap a photo or 2 and then go for the next look. Okay, whew, I'm telling you, it's not easy to remove just the eyes. So I had to do a little touch up quickly. I think for the next look, I'm just gonna do both eyes. I'm gonna start with my Morphe M330. I'm gonna start with the shade Morgan. And this time I put a bit of concealer on my lid and I set it with my Becca Under Eye Brightening Powder. We're gonna see what it does with a set eyelid. Sort of. Squeezing a bit. Oops. I'm gonna have too much control first. It's a big fluffy brush. Just want the shadow to be nicely diffused. Don't mind that eyebrow. I did not have the courage to work it more. Like, it didn't want to cooperate so well today. Yeah, well, it's blending like a dream. Slowly building the color. Just dust it all over the lid, that's okay. I'm gonna use that Sonia Kashuk brush, and it was part of a set, so there's no number, I'm sorry. Same color. I'm just going to intensify the crease in the outer corner. The pigmentation is building nicely. I think I'm gonna go with Flux. How it works on top of a mat. So I'm very gently building the color. It doesn't look that metallic right away. It's probably my brush. It looks pretty when you blend it actually. It's creating a nice color in the crease. Luxie 239 Precision Shader. Let's see how it looks with that brush. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go to the shade Azalea, and then I might go to that shade or not. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna go with the finger, and I'm gonna place it. Ooh, very pretty. So it really has a duochrome vibe. Like, it has a bit of that fuchsia, almost like fuchsia, and peach duochrome. Very pretty. It looks more like peach on the pan, but because maybe it's on top of that shade Flux, it's turning more pink. Very pretty. In the inner corner, I want to go with Awakening. I want to go with a finger. Wow, interesting. I think I want to go with the shade Cloth. Once again, just to darken a tiny bit the outer corner. And that's the darkest shade in this palette. Just a tiny bit it allows you to give a bit more dimension to your eye look. And I'm gonna place it really precisely in the crease. You know what, I'm just gonna pick up a bit of Morgan, first peachy shade, and place it on the lower lash line. Same brush, so I might mix a bit with it, that's okay because we're gonna use it too. Just gives that more like sultry look. And then I'm gonna pick up the shade Cloth, the darkest shade of the palette, and go really close to my lower lash line. That is a Sigma E45. With a more precise brush, this is Alamar brush that I got in my BoxyCharm. Same shade. Okay, and that is the finished look. I really like it. I went for a nude waterline and make it a bit more, you know, spring-ish. And then I used Pat McGrath Labs gloss in the shade Sunset Rose. I think it looks really pretty. It looks really fresh. So I'm going to show you the eyes. I use my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but I went like lightly. I like that is kind of like a nice light look. Sorry if my eyes are red. I'm very tired. But yeah, I really like that. I'm gonna turn off my ring light and see with the bit of light we have still left. I really like it. Really, really good so far. No problem at all. And I went with a little liner, the Smashbox eyeliner. Liquid eyeliner, very, very close to my lash line, just to intensify a tiny bit since we didn't have much in the waterline. So that is the second look. What do you guys think? Tempted to maybe try it as a blush, you know, and do like something crazy, but I'm gonna film a third look, so no, not today, but I really love that look, so kind of bothers me to take it off, but yeah, why not doing for YouTube, you know? But so far, super excited. I think it's super pretty. Okay, next look. I hope you don't mind. I kept the mascara and probably what was left of that little liner. I really want to try that shade like Aster and Glory. Maybe I'll do something like that. A bit more plum. I was tempted to do something nude, but maybe another day, like for a get ready with me with new makeup. I'll use these like as like an everyday makeup look. Sounds good. Put a bit of concealer, but I didn't set, so that way we're gonna see how it works that way. I'm gonna start with Glory. Ooh, that is pigmented. And Glory would be beautiful on top of that white base. Pretty color. Pack it on. And drag it to my lid. The contractor is gone, so now it's nice and quiet. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm gonna see that one when I start editing. Well, it blends really nicely, once again, on a lid that is not set. Oh, it blends like beautifully. Usually pinks like that, like fuchsia almost, it's not easy to work with. I'm gonna go on to my lower lash line with Glory as well. Wow, this with the Danessa Myricks base will give you the Instagram look. I'm gonna use Poppy. See how it works with that Sonia Kashuk blending brush, and I'm gonna place it right here. works well. And in the inner corner. Very pretty. I want to go with the finger. Yeah, see, it's of course more metallic with the finger. And now I'm gonna go to the shade Aster. This one with that nice little lavender shift. I'm gonna go with my finger and place it in the center of my lid. Ooh, look at that. Very, very pretty. Let's see, I'm gonna add a bit of glory in the crease and we're gonna make it a bit more intense. Look how pigmented it is, that's crazy. Beautiful formula, beautiful. Super pretty. I'm gonna use a tiny bit of cloth, the darker shade, in the outer corner. I love to do that, like it just gives a bit of dimension. This is a Morphe M324 brush and I really like that shape. You can do a lot of different things here. I'm just gonna use the tip and I'm gonna go under. Once again, it was purples, man. With my greenish eyes, I have a bit of green in my eyes. Ugh, so pretty. I'm gonna use L'Oreal in the inner corner. A Luxie 131 mini angled brush. And maybe my finger. And that is the finished look. And it's very pretty. It's not colors I'm used to wear, like pinks like that, like very flashy pinks. But it's pretty. I didn't remove a lip gloss, but I just added a bit of my Sephora. I have no idea of this color, guys, but it's a nice like pink mauve-ish color that I just mixed with my lip gloss that I already had on. And I really like it. It's kind of cool, you know. It's been a long time since I actually played with colors and done like, you know, more intense eye looks, and it's fun. It's really fun. So yeah, that is very pretty too. Once again, the pink, I was so amazed, like Glory blends super easily for like a fuchsia, you know, like a hot pinks. Once again, with a white base, it will really pop. But I like it like that. I think it's very pretty, and I think it just makes my eyes pop a lot. I think it's a fun color for summer. This like iridescent topper here, Aster, is very pretty. It has a little bit of that lila lavender shift, and I really like it. Really like it. I'm gonna show you quickly with a ring light. I'm not sure if it's gonna, yeah, it helps you see the pink a bit more maybe. That is a fun look. Fun look. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna do a last look, something a bit more like easy to wear everyday look. Not that it's not easy to wear, but you know, for some people it's a bit too much. It's like something to wear at work, let's say that. Okay, let's take that off once again. My eyelids are on fire already, but okay, let's do it. Okay, number 4. Well, it was almost 4.5 because I did 2 different looks for the first one, right? Okay, whoop. Let's open this little lady again, and okay, I put a bit of my Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer, and sorry there's a bit of pink left or black, you know, and I have something in my eye. I hate that. Okay. Ignore it, Joe. Ignore it. So I'm gonna start with a Sigma E35, and I'm gonna go to the shade Morning. I haven't used that one yet. And I'm gonna place it in the outer corner and the crease very quickly. Oh, it's gonna be fun to edit. Okay, so that's a cute shade. It's like a soft eggshell. Let's say here, the light is bad again. Let's turn on the ring light. Yeah, it's a sort of eggshell color with a pinch of orange in it. I'm just gonna go to the shade Jasper, that brick shade. A clean Sigma E45. Very lightly. I'm not gonna pack it on, so I don't want it to be too intense. And that way we will have almost used, well, we would have used all the colors. I'm gonna try to use all the colors. Whew. You know, I don't get PR because I'm too small, but I work hard. My eyes are getting tired, guys. Ooh. Once again, it blends really easily. Let's work that crease a tiny bit. Alright, then I'm gonna pick up the shade Day Spring with my finger, and I'm gonna place it on my mobile lid. That's pretty. L'Oreal Agate Awakening. Oh, Awakening I think is too purple, but it's beautiful. I really like that shade. It's too pink. What the heck, we're gonna use it. Awakening just in the center. Or on top of it. It's pretty. Kind of a unexpected combination here. That's why I'm doing it. I like that. It's very pretty. I'll turn up the ring light in a bit just to see. Just use a bit of Morgan on the lower lash line. A little bit of Jasper, that brick color. I'm going fast, guys, because I'm getting a bit tired. I'm gonna take a bit of Morning, that eggshell color, just to blend that a bit more. Okay, and in the inner corner, I'm gonna go with Agate. Scratch that, L'Oreal. This one. Okay, well, and that's very pretty. You could intensify the outer corner if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. And I'm gonna use something like Pat McGrath Labs Permanent Gel Ultra Glide On Pencil in the shade, which is like a kind of taupe color. Perfect color for the waterline, like for daytime. I like it. That is the final look, and I love it. It's something I will wear very easily. Sorry, we have kind of a sun situation here. It's super pretty. It has that peachy undertone, and because I mixed the shades Day Spring and Awakening, this one and this one together, it really gives a nice unique peachy color. It's so pretty. Everything blended like a dream. Once again, I am super pumped about that palette. For my lips, I use the L'Oreal Color Shine 660, the shade Get Nude, and that was the perfect lipstick I find for that makeup. So there you go. I love those little lipsticks. They're so good. That is the final look, and I love it. I'm gonna zoom you in quickly. Super easy to wear. It's a bit more intense, sure, but for a daytime look, you know, it's a Natasha Denona daytime look. So yeah, I really love it. Overall, I'm so happy with this palette. I love the size. I like the price. I think this is way more practical, like to travel with as well. It's smaller. Now if you don't like colors, that's probably not the palette for you, but I'm sure she'll launch like a baby sister of the Biba palettes. But the Biba all neutral eyeshadow palette will be probably something more practical for you. And yeah, here you have like shades that you can wear every day, glam, soft. I have a video using this palette, so I will link it right here or at the end of this video. It's a very pretty palette. I would not be surprised to see more palette in this format coming in the future, just because I think overall people will respond really well to that. Love the packaging. You still have those little dots here, so you can push the eyeshadow out if you want to, for some reason, you know, take only a few in a Z palette. I'm gonna use it more. I like the trick to use a white base for the yellows, the orangey tones. I think it will look really pretty with that glory shade as well if you want something a bit more editorial, you know. But if you want something a bit more neutral, well, you just stick to that, right? And here is all the fun. I'm really happy. The formula is great. That is the Natasha Denona formula. They blend so easily. You can pack on the color. Yeah, it's really good, guys. So unless you don't really like colors, I will wait for maybe the next one. I'm sure she'll do more like that. I hope you enjoyed this video, but it was not too long. I'm sorry if it was, but you know, I started and then I couldn't stop. So there you have it. That is the final look. What do you think? What is your favorite look? Let me know down below if you want to get that palette, or what are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on the looks? I always love to hear feedbacks. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, ring the little bell down there once again, don't forget, otherwise, you know, you might not see the future uploads. Yes, if you want to see more Natasha Denona looks with her palettes, I have quite a few on my channel, so just you can either click on that little photo right here, like to subscribe, or just go on the red right here saying like subscribe, whatever, and go take a look on my channel. Follow me on Instagram. I post like little updates on the products I reviewed or I tried on my channel, and you know, looks, things like that. It's fun. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Have a great one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!